As we all know, anime has an amazing culture behind it, be it weebs, cosplay, manga, anime. You know, we got a nice culture going on. And when I say culture, I mean every bit of the culture. It is time for the Hentai tag list, baby. Oh my goodness, it's time. It's time now. Starting it off with an absolute classic, a Hangout. Now, a Hangout, you know, it got memed. It kind of got memed a bit too much for a while for my liking. I was getting a little sick of it. I was just like, oh my God, okay, this is just, anytime that I see a Hangout, I'm just like, oh my God, this is awful. When I was reading some nice dojin, you know, it's like, I can't unsee it. But eventually you have to learn to grow past your problems. And I just gotta say, a Hangout is just a classic S. Like, it's just good, man. It's like one of the originals, it's one of the classics, and it's a classic for an absolute great reason. Now, Beauty Mark. Some people would say Beauty Mark doesn't deserve its own category. I myself, I think it does, because usually if there's a Beauty Mark, office worker, office lady, office lady, biting. Now listen, I'm a man of pleasure. Biting is one that I do like. I'm not afraid, you know, I'm not afraid to step in to the ring, into the arena, because I'm hoping I do get my, you know, I'm hoping I do get myself beat up, because sometimes, you know, having a strong woman, that's, you know, that's good. That's really good. But biting, I think biting is not an S tier. I don't think it's an A tier, but I gotta say it is a solid B tier. It is a good, just a good little change up now and again. Blindfold, yes, A. I get it. You know, it might be placebo, but it heightens maybe how you feel in some areas. You can't really see anything, so there's a little bit of fun to it. Blindfold is just solid. And you know, I can't lie. Body swap is a very strange one, in my opinion, because I've seen some and I've read some where I'm just like, oh, that is interesting to experience it from the other side and to really get to play both coins, you know? It's like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. For me though, I'm gonna say it's a B. You know, it's interesting. It's a nice switch up, but I have seen some pretty bad ones. Bondage. Now, I would say bondage is up in A or B, but there's one thing that takes it down for me. Like, you know, being restrained a little bit, you know, that's good. I can't separate the funny Hentai side of my brain to the realistic part of my brain. And the realistic part of my brain is just saying, that's a lot of money. Because I've seen all the things that you need. I mean, you don't honestly need all those things, but my brain is like, if you want to go all out, that's the thing. You're either not doing it or you're going all out. With something like this, that's a lot of money. So it drops down to a D. All right, cat girls, you know, they're okay. You know, it's like, there are way better monster girls. You know, cat girls are just, I feel like they're a bit overdid. Oh, I mean, I like cat girls. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm definitely gonna put them in B, but I'm just like, cat girl, it's just like, I don't know. It just feels overdone. Actually, it does feel overdone. I'm gonna put it down in C. Cheating is a very, very complicated one. There are two instances, and I want to separate these now so I need to explain myself. There's option one of cheating where everyone in the partnership, in the relationship is happy, but one person decides, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to ruin everything. And then they go and cheat. And then there's the other side to it where one side of the relationship is being either abusive or just not paying attention to them, being like just a complete jag off and like not even giving them the time of day. They go and talk to like a friend or something and they're just like, I'm just feeling like garbage, all this stuff's happening, and then, you know, one thing leads to another. That's the good option. If there really is one in this situation, that's the good option. And then there's option one, which is the bad option, where it's just a mess. But I'm gonna say it's a B for option two. If it was option one, it's an F. I gotta say it's a C. I had to think for a second. I have to say it's a C though. Cheerleader. Okay, cheerleader is I'm gonna put that down in E. I've seen really good cheerleader stuff. It just feels like for a Hentai tag, it just feels like it's kind of fallen to the wayside. And I gotta agree, because I mean, it's good, but it's not there. Comedy. I'm putting that up in S for one simple Hentai that I saw. And I don't remember the name of it, but I remember one line so clearly. This dude like busts through the wall, and then the girl is just like, who are you? What are you doing in my house? Let's do it. And the line that she drops is the most banger line known to existence. I don't know if this was like an edited version of this or if this was just the real one, but she just straight up hits him with the shoot your goo, my dude. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm trying to feel pleasure in a different way. Crotch tattoo. S. Listen, there's a lot of things regarding crotch tattoos. It can mean mind control, or it can just be a fashion statement, or it can mean a lot of other things. It's hot though. All right, we're gonna speed fire these two. Dark skin and elf. S. I love me some dark skin. You can never go wrong with it. It is always a pleasure to see. And elf, who doesn't love elves? You know, we all know there is just peak elf content in hentai and just anime in general, and in just regular media as well. Top tier. And when you combine those two, dark skin elf, over. Game over. You got me good. You got me down. I can never say that word right. Exhibitionism. Exhibitionism. You get it. I'm gonna put it in a B. I can't explain why, but it's like, there are just some things where I'm just like, oh, I get it. I can understand now. Fangs. Let me think about this. I like fangs a lot, right? Like fangs are really good. You know, they're cute in anime, and they're just, you know, they're even better when it comes to the other kind of content. It's really good. I'm gonna put it in A because one, you can see them a lot, but you don't really see them too much. I've actually realized. Freckles. S. Futanari. I'm gonna put Futanari up in, I'll put that up in A, because I have seen some Futanari stuff that I have really enjoyed, and then I have seen some that I don't enjoy. And most of you know what Futanari is, but if you don't know, it is when somebody of the opposite sex has both genitalia. I'm trying my hardest not to get this video taken down. Yeah, it's weird at your first time around, but once you see it, you're just like, now hold on, let them cook. Glasses. I think glasses are hot. That's going in A. Heart pupil. C. Horns. S. Horror. Now, horror is a really weird one because most of the time horror, hentai, or other cultured pieces of media, they are used in very strange ways. Like, I feel like I've seen it before where it's like this terrible monster is roaming this school, and these kids are locked into the classroom, and they're afraid to go out there to try and escape, and they're afraid that the monster is going to come get them. So as their last resorts, they start talking to each other. They start confessing about the things they never done, and then one thing leads to another. And then most of the time, horror stuff, it's not even really in like the media. And if it is, it's usually the monster doing some of the stuff. It's an E. Kundere. Now that is just like somebody who's very emotionless, and like they want to do it, but they just don't really show any emotions for some reason. Because like, I think it's mostly the characters that they use. Like they fit it so well. It's like, oh, this is good. Lactation. That's a D. Maid. Now, like I was saying before, maid, like they are like the new standard. They're, you know, they're above cheerleaders. S. Maids in the hentai, they're like, let me help you clean up, master. And then one thing leads to another. They're cleaning some other things, cleaning a nice cylindrical vase that almost got a little damaged, but Miko. A shrine maiden or altar girl. The fits that they wearing are usually they're really good. The setting is really good as well. It's a private place to get away. That's going up to A. Monster girl. S. Listen, Monster Musume is a good example of, yeah, no more said. Muscles. S. I love a strong girl. I don't see it on this list, but muscles are usually linked to tomboys, and tomboys would be right up at S, top of S for me. So good. Abs, they show the definition, they show the hard work that the person's willing to put in. You know, they put in the hard work. That means they're going to put in hard work for other activities. This guy right here, you know what? We're going to do both of these. Bad. None. I'm going to put that up in A. It's not an, no, it's an S. It's an S. Pure good person, but underneath, you show that true side, and it is, I don't know why. Maybe it's the fit. Maybe it's just they act pure, like when they're talking to you, and then they get you behind doors and they're just like, now let me show you my true power. Nurse. A. Oji-sama. That is like a rich girl, like a really rich person, and usually they, you know, they want you to do everything that they say. You know, they'll degrade you a little bit. They'll be like, do this for me, do this, do that, go get me this. But I have seen the other side where they are rich and they start doing that, but then the role gets flipped and then they're playing the maid role, you know? It's a B. Office lady. The reason why I didn't, this is also a reason why I didn't put nurse up there. Office lady is peak. The suits that they wear, the pantsuit usually comes with beauty mark as well. The hairstyle, they command respect, but they have a party side to them. Kind of the same thing as the nun, but it is more, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna move nun down with nurse, both A, but just office lady is just good. This next one, I believe, Chupao? Okay. If I am not mistaken, I believe these are traditional Chinese dresses, like the very silky form to the body a lot of the time. S. Reasons why it is S. They give off like an air of, you know, show me a bit of respect, but also I'm friendly, I'm nice, you know. I'm also Ada Wong Spats. S, because that usually means muscle working out, you know, they just got done working out, you know, a little sweaty, and and you maybe you're not done ready sweating, maybe you want to get an extra sweat on, you know. Stockings. S. Succubus. S. It's a succubus. Listen, stockings and succubus, I don't have to explain myself. Tan lines. S. Tentacles, they're a bit overdone, bit of the classic hentai cliche. I gotta put him down in D. Teacher. I think teacher is really good in very certain aspects. I'm gonna put it in B. Tsundere. Now, tsundere is a very classic anime. You know, it's like the person that doesn't like you but really does like you. I feel like it's a bit annoying in some regards. I'm gonna put it B. Uncensored. Now, uncensored is weird because, you know, honestly, I feel like it's been censored for so long that sometimes I'm just like, I think I prefer the censored now. I'm gonna put it in C. Vanilla, that's an easy S. You want to have a good time and it would actually make you happy? We ball. X-ray. X-ray is a really classic tag. It's been memed to hell and back. That's an A. It's classic. I like it. And yandere, I just don't get it. It's an F. And that is my definitive hentai tag tier list. And if you like this, I'm going to leave the link for this down in the description below so you can show me your interesting list. Let me know down below what your tastes are and if you agree with mine, because if you don't, well, you're wrong, because my taste is the only one that is correct. As always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, bell, subscribe, leave some comments down below what you would like me to do next. Be updated onto the Twitter. My Twitch is also down there as well. And just have a great day, and thank you for watching.